New details are now public about how Maine's only in-person sports book, Oddfellas, lost its temporary license. The Gambling Control Unit took the license away back in January. After getting a judge to issue a stay, the bar resumed operations in February. But that only lasts until the Public Safety Commissioner makes a final decision. Our Pearl Small has more from today's public hearing.
Can a bar use a commercial track license to offer sports betting? That's up for debate Thursday.
Can you point to me in Chapter 55 where it indicates whether or not a facility has to be located on-site or off-site of the licensee?
Does not.
Head of Maine's Gambling Control Unit, Milton Champion, says when he first read the law, he didn't see anything that would prohibit Michael Chinquette, owner of a horse racing business in Cumberland, from using a commercial track betting license to wage bets at Oddfellas, his sports bar and restaurant in Portland.
For clarification, you have.
But the Attorney General's office says differently. Email threads offered at a hearing Thursday show an Assistant Attorney General told Champion that the writers of the law did not intend for it to be used that way.
He brings up the concern that the issuance of the license will more than likely invite legal challenge. Do you see that?
At the same time the email was sent, the Gambling Control Unit was receiving Freedom of Information Act requests from other gambling facilities in the state. Chinquette's team says this is an indication that those facilities were upset about how the law had been applied, and there was legal pressure on the Attorney General's office to get Champion to rescind his ruling.
And then it wasn't until one of the other gaming companies in Maine started asking questions of the AG's office that the AG's office decided to take a position against us.
The Gambling Control Unit denies this and stands by their decision, arguing that sports wagering with a commercial track license should only take place on the commercial track property, even though that point is not specifically written into the law.
They are otherwise eligible to receive it, but for where they're located. Yes. Okay.
But if Oddfellas is forced to get relicensed as an off-track betting facility, it might shut them down altogether. There cannot be more than one off-track betting facility within 35 miles of another, and there's already one in Lewiston. Chinquette also says if they had known this earlier in the process, they may not have made the investment into the bar in the first place.
Our intent is not to do a sports book all by its lonesome. It's try to really make harness racing strong in Maine again, and I'm not sure we would have pursued it without that.
Both sides have 10 business days to submit closing arguments. After that, the fate of Oddfellas is up to the Department of Public Safety's commissioner. In Augusta, Pearl Small, News Center, Maine.